Hello everybody, my name is Serious Gamer and welcome back to another 1 to 5 scale Imperial Japanese aircraft carrier tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build the Imperial Japanese aircraft carrier Akagi. Akagi was an aircraft carrier built for the Imperial Japanese Navy named after Mount Akagi in present-day Gunma Prefecture. Though she was laid down as an Amagi-class battlecruiser, Akagi was converted into an aircraft carrier while still under construction to comply with the terms of the Naval Washington Treaty. The ship was rebuilt from 1935 to 1938, with her original 3 flight decks consolidated into a single enlarged flight deck and an island superstructure. The second Japanese aircraft carrier to enter service, the first large or fleet carrier, Akagi and the related Kaga figured prominently in the development of the IJN's new carrier striking force doctrine that grouped carriers together, concentrating their air power. This doctrine enabled Japan to attain its strategic goals during the early stages of the Pacific War from December 1941 until mid-1942. Akagi's aircraft served in the Second Sino-Japanese War in the late 1930s. Upon the formation of the First Air Fleet, or Kita Butai, striking force, in early 1941, she became its flagship and remained so for the duration of her service. With other fleet carriers, she took part in the attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941 and the invasion of Rabaul in the Southwest Pacific in January of 1942. The following month, her aircraft bombed Darwin, Australia, and assisted in the conquest of the Dutch East Indies. In March and April of 1942, Akagi's aircraft helped sink a British heavy cruiser, and the Australian destroyer in the Indian Ocean raid. After a brief refit, Akagi and 3 other carriers from the Kita Butai participated in the Battle of Midway in June of 1942. After bombing American forces on the atoll, Akagi and other carriers were attacked by aircraft from Midway and the carriers Enterprise, Hornet, and Yorktown. Dive bombers from Enterprise severely damaged the Akagi. When it became obvious that she could not be saved, she was scuttled by the Japanese destroyers to prevent her from falling in enemy hands. The loss of the Akagi and 3 other carriers at Midway was a crucial strategic defeat for Japan and contributed significantly to the Allies' ultimate victory in the Pacific. Her wreck was located in October of 2019 by the research vessel Petrel. Not a particularly well-designed aircraft carrier, but she was a pretty prominent carrier, as well as the Kaga, technically half-sister to Kaga, considering both carriers were designed pretty similarly to one another. Starting at the beginning, you have normal converted bow. I think the only carriers that you don't see this on, Lexingtons, in the Courageous class. Other than that, I think all the other converted aircraft carriers sport a pretty similar bow like this, except her and Kaga were the only ones with a raised hangar deck for some reason. Moving back, you have quite a bit of detail. You have the armor on the hull. You have several gun mounts, manned positions, blah, 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 blah. You have her island, which was only added in the late part of her career. You have several gun mounts on the side of the ship. And then you have casemates, which were only present on Akagi and Kaga. However, if the Germans completed their aircraft carrier Graf Zeppelin, she would have sported some casemates as well. Now here in the back, you have very interesting design. You have quite a bit of decking. You have her lifeboat flotilla. Interesting um, detail in the back here. You have the aft mast. On the other side, more casemates, catwalks, more detail, scaffolding. You have her massive side funnel, which did a little bit for her cruise. I guess it made it a lot easier for them to land, as the funnel wasn't straight up, much like on American and British carriers, where the smoke can go over the deck if it wants to. And then here's the deck. Of course, have the rising sun on the front. I think she was the only carrier who had the rising sun on her deck during the Battle of Midway, because Kaga, while most of her reference photos have the rising sun on the forward part of her deck, a lot of pictures from the battle actually don't include it. So my guess is that she didn't support it. However, Akagi, there are a lot of pictures from when she was being bombed during the battle. You can see the rising sun prominently on her deck. Moving back, you have elevator, nets, dotted line down the center, another elevator, large elevator in the back, and then a couple details back here, as well as her striped aft deck. You have her masts on the side. Don't really know what these were for, so don't ask me. So, yeah, this is my design for the Ijn Akagi. Alright, starting off with layer 1, we're going to just build the keel. So, if you're building this in the water, you want this on the second block underwater. And just a quick thing, here's the Akagi next to the Kaga, just see how similar they were. Of course, Akagi was much larger than Kaga, but we don't really talk about that. But anyway, yeah, if you're building this in the water, which I'm sure most of you will be, this layer will be on the second block underwater. Don't remember how long she is, but if you're curious, she's 11 at the widest. Yeah, 11 at the widest point. At the waterline, she's only 7 wide, with space on extra side for the armor. So starting off, you want a red nether brick top slab that should be 3 blocks back from wherever you're building her. And then you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nether wart blocks with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red nether brick slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nether wart blocks with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 red nether brick top slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nether wart blocks with 5 red nether brick top slabs in the center. And when I go in, you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 nether wart blocks with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 red nether brick top slabs. And then coming off of that, you want to skip a space. And then you want 1, 2, 3, 4 end rods and a skeleton skull. Like so. And then you want to go in. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 nether wart blocks with a red nether brick slab coming off the back. And then you want 1, 2, 3 red nether brick slabs, 4 end rods coming off of it, and then a skeleton skull. And you want to skip a space, crimson trap door, so you have the dual rudder configuration in the back. And then, of course, you want to copy this to the other side. And then you want to fill in the keel. So you have something that looks exactly like this. Alright, now that you have that, we're going to move into layer 2. Alright, moving into layer 2, of course you can see that she's a very round hull, unlike most aircraft carriers. She's converted from aircraft carrier, from battle cruiser. You can see that in Chicago's hull, and Lexington's hull as well. Alright, so starting off, you want to place a nether wart block on top of this slab with a red nether brick stair in front of it. 1, 2, 3 more nether wart blocks. Then you go back and then off to the side. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 nether wart blocks with a red nether brick slab on the last one. Then you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nether wart blocks with 2 red nether brick top slabs. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 red nether wart blocks. You want 1, 2, 3 red nether brick top slabs. Go in. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nether wart blocks. And 1, 2, 3, 4 red nether brick top slabs. And you go in. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nether wart blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 red nether brick top slabs. Go in. 1, 2, 3 nether wart blocks above these trap doors. You want a forward-facing red nether brick top stair, and then 2 red nether brick top slabs coming off of it. And when you get that done, you want to copy it to the other side, and then you should have something that looks exactly like this. Alright, and then that's done, moving on into our final completely symmetrical layer, because everything above this is hell. I don't like these ones. Alright, moving on into layer 2. Actually made a mistake in moving on to layer 3, I actually made a mistake in layer 4. You want to go back to this last column here, and you want to place everything a block forward, like that. And then you can move on. So you want to place a stone block on top of the previous stair, and then a stone stair coming off of it, and then 1, 2, 3 more blocks behind it, stone top slab, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks behind it, stone top slab, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks behind it, stone stair, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 stone blocks. And then stone stair, stone blocks again. You want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 stone blocks with stone stair. And go behind you at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks with stone stair, a little block in the middle, and one stone stair on the side. And you go to this column here, you want to cover it in. That is not what I wanted to do. Damn it. You cover it in signs. It's usually the most annoying part of the video. And this row up here, you want to cover in signs as well, and then you want to go back here, and you only want 3. And that does it for layer 3. We move into layer 4, which is a pain in the butt, just as it always is. So starting on the left side, you want stone stair, no stone block, stone stair in the front, and then one more stone block behind it. Okay, you want to go down here? Because I messed another thing. Imagine that. Red, another brick, top slab, stone block, and then stair. Stone block, and then stair. Then you can go behind. You want block with slab on it. Block, slab. On the other side, just like that. Move skeleton skull on either side and front of the slab. And then you want 1, 2, 3, and then 4 stone blocks, one stone slab, stone stair on the side, and then stone slab behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and a stone stair. And you want 2 normal blocks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with light gray stained glass panels on them. 2 stone blocks with 2 top iron trap doors. Stone block, lever, normal stone block, another stone block with a lever. 3 stone blocks with side facing end rods on the side, just like that. And then you want another stone block with a lever and one final normal stone block. You want to go behind, and you want row 1, 2, and 3 normal stone with a stone slab, and then polish andesite slab with an end rod, skip a space, polish andesite slab with end rod. You want to skip a space behind, and then you want a stone block, and then you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 normal stone blocks. And you want to go in, skip a space, polish andesite slab, end rod, skip a space, polish andesite slab, end rod, and skip a space, stone stair facing forward, and then in between the casemate and the birch fence gate, you want to put stair. You just want fence gate. And then you want 2 stone with birch signs. Just like so. And you're going to go in the inside, you want row 3 stone. On the inside, you want 3 more rows of 3. You want 2 stone slabs, then 2 full block, slab and the slab in the center. Then you want spruce wood slab in the center, the very back. And you want another one in front of it. And then in front of that, you want 2 smooth quartz full blocks. And then you want to copy most of the back on the other side. So slab, block, 2 slabs, and then 2 more slabs. Block with birch signs, stone stairs, skip space, slab, skip space, slab, skip space, out slab, skip space, slab. Normal stone block, go in, fill, in, behind, put an end rod on the andesite. Normal stone block, and then you want 1, 2, 3, and 4 stairs, and 1, 2, 3 full blocks, 3 full blocks with skeleton skulls. And you just want to build normal hull until you get, basically until you finish like that. And that does it. Well, almost. You can just fill in the bow with stone blocks like this. And then from up top, you should have something that looks exactly like this. Moving on. You want to go to these first 2 slabs on the other side here and replace birch fence gate, and birch fence post. And then you want to skip a space and then do the same thing. And then you want to skip a space. You want 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 3 stone top slabs. Stone block in the center with an andesite wall to either side. And on the side here, you want 2 end rods, just like so. You want 2 rows of 3 stone, light gray stained glass panels on the other side, just like that. And then we're going to continue. Then you want a skeleton skull on the one on the port side. And then we're going to continue on the right side. You want a normal stone block, and one behind it with a skeleton skull in the front, and another one with a birch fence gate open in. And you want to crouch because you want 1 and 2 stone stairs, a stone stair with a lever, 2 stairs, 2 stone blocks with birch fence gates, open in, and stone block with a lever. And then just want 2 normal stone blocks, stone block with a fence post, and a normal stone block, fence post. 1, 2, 3 stone blocks with iron trapdoors, stone block with a fence post, and then a stone block with an iron trapdoor. I'm going to place a layer of stone on top of the previous one, like so. And then inside, you know, open fence gate, normal fence gate, open fence gate. Normal fence gate, skip space, normal fence gate, skip space, normal fence gate, skip space, normal fence gate, and in between these fence gates, you want a fence post. Just like that. And then you want, in the center, an andesite wall with like our stained glass panels on either side, and then a stone block. Then you fill in behind with a row of 5 stone blocks, so something looks like this. Then coming from the like our stained glass panels, you want 2 smooth quartz slabs, and then behind them you want an andesite wall, and then on top of this stone you want an andesite wall. You want to place a stone slab on top of the previous one, and an end rod. See if something looks exactly like this. Yeah, and then you just want to copy most of that to the side, just about as much as the other one. Also, you want a birch fence gate, 2 of them on top of these stone blocks, on the sides of these stone blocks, and then just repeat what you did on the other side. There, and then you want a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 like our stained glass panels with stone blocks filled behind. You want to skip a space on the first one. On the second, you want a skeleton skull. On the third and fourth, you want end rods. And another on the fifth, you want a skeleton skull. And on the sixth, you want a birch sign. And then you want to go behind to this row of stone here. I'm going to place a stone block with a skeleton skull on it, and then a top iron trapdoor, just like that. Normal stone, and then a set wall, and then you want to continue on the side. You want another stone and a set wall, and then go behind it again. Stone block. You want a stone block with, this is going to be really annoying, with polished andesite slab in front of it, an item frame. Go behind, you want another stone block, polished andesite slab with a birch sign, and a stone block, polished andesite slab, item frame, 2 stone blocks with an andesite wall in front of it, stone block with a sign, and then stone block with a skeleton skull. And then once you that does it for layer 4, hopefully, no, layer 5, yes. You should have something that looks exactly like this. we're going to move on into layer 6, which is going to be another very annoying layer, not as much as Kaga's layer 6, but still very annoying regardless. Okay. So, starting off, I'm going to get fence posts. We'll go on top of the previous ones. It should be a block out. Just like that. So that they mark the side of the flight deck on the front. Just have two V's like this. And then you want a row. You just want to cover the stone slabs and then the row behind it with stone blocks on the other side, just like this. And place a stone block in front with an andesite wall on the other side, like this. And then a block back, you want 1, 2, 3, and 4 stained glass panels. Like that. And then 2 iron trap doors, and then 1 in between these points here. Put that down. You just want to fill the space in. And then you just want another row of 5 coming off just like that. And then on the other side of the bow hanger area, you want a iron trap door. And so the deck should look like that. And then you want on top of this glass 1, 2, 3 stone blocks with iron trap doors on the side, just like that. And then fence gates. 2 stone blocks, fence gates. You want a normal stone brick block next to the fence gates, and then a stone bricks with lacquer stained glass panels, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 stone bricks with, I need to get this out, dark oak trapdoors on the side. Now you have the funnel, and go back in. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone blocks, and then this is going to be another really painful process. You're going to place polished andesite on top of these fence posts. You're going to place end rods on the front, and then skeleton skulls on the side. And you want 3 normal stone blocks, and birch fence coming off the center one. You want polished andesite slab with an ender coming off the front of it, stone block on the back, and then normal skeleton skull on the front, and then you just want a stone block. And this row is also going to be really annoying. Need a stone stair. Stone top slab. Stone stair. And then you just want to, fill in behind these two. You want a stone slab. With a trapdoor. Stone stair with red fencegate. Stone slab with trapdoor. Stone stair, fence gate, open in, slab, trapdoor, stair, fence gate, and then slab, door, 2 stone blocks, stone stairs, and then birch fence gates. Coming off of them just like that. Row of 3 stone in the center, and then repeat the process in front of it, just below it, put it down, so wall, panel, panel. And then in the fronts of these birch fence gates, you want to place a skeleton skull. You want to place a skeleton skull on top, in front of this stair as well, and then on this slab. And then you want to just fill in behind the stairs and slabs. Actually, want to break this block behind the slab on a polished andesite slab, and you want to copy that to the other side as well. And you want to break this slab. You just want a row, just want a 3x3 polished andesite there, and then you want to do the same thing on the back with the walls, like you did in the front with stone blocks, but this time I'm going to place more stone blocks on top of these. Stone stair. I'm going to place stone stairs facing backwards on this, and then polished andesite slabs like this, and then a row of 3 between this layer here, between this row, and then you just want to fill everything in, except you want 2 rows of 5. Fill everything in with iron trap doors, except you want a row of 2 rows of 5 at the back. And then everything else are rows of 7. No, you want 3 rows of 5, and then everything else is 7. So you have something that looks exactly like this. And then birch fence gate, same thing on the other side. And you just want to fill in behind everything. Stair, no. Slab, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, slab, block, 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 stair, slab, stair. Trap doors on the slabs. Birch fence gates on the stairs. But on this side, you want bottom polished andesite slabs on the fence gates, skeleton skulls on the front, and then end rods on the side. So something weird looking like that from the top. And then continuing on. Ow, my head hurts. Okay. So you want a stone block on top of the previous one. And then you want to place walls on top of this, on top of the glass. And go back in, you want a stair, stone slab, and full blocks fill in behind. Except these two don't need blocks behind them. And then you want an andesite slab with trapdoor underneath, skull on the side, and rod on the front. Skip a space, andesite slab, skull on the front, and rod on the side. No, skull on the side and rod on the front. Skip a space. Place polished andesite slab on top of this trapdoor, skull on the side, and rod on the front. And you repeat the thing on the bottom, holding up the island. So andesite wall, full block, andesite wall. Good. 2 arm trap doors on top of the slab. These slabs, and then you want 2 skeleton skulls coming off of them. And then you want a row of 1, 2, 3 fence posts, and then 3 skeleton skulls in front of it. And then continuing, you want 2 polished andesite slab. You want to fill in everything behind here. And then where this trapdoor is, you want 3 more behind it. So something that looks exactly like this. Then you want to go to this wall here. Go to the second block in, so 1, 2, and then you want 2 rows of 3 top, what is it called? Polished andesite slabs. Then you want to go to these slabs here, and then in line with them, you want 2 rows of 3 polished andesite slabs, just like that. And then you just want to fill everything else in with oak wood planks. Alright, and then once you have that done, that does it for layer 6 of the tutorial. And we can move on into layer 7. So starting off, you want to get some iron trap doors, then place them on top of these 4 stone bricks. Then you want a row of 3 in front of this first elevator, and then a row of 7, 1 block behind it. So you want to skip space. Then going to the area here, you want a stone block on top of this first wall, and then you want an andesite wall behind it. And you want polished andesite slab, item frame in front of it, and a birch sign to either side, and you want a stone stair behind it. And then you want a skeleton skull on top of the stair, and an iron trap door. And then behind it, you want 2 birch fence posts on top of each other, and then 2 end rods on top of each other. And that's the island. Going to the front and the center, you want white carpet. You want 1, 2, 3, and 4 white carpet, and then you want to skip 2 spaces. Red carpet, red carpet. Alright, you want to skip a space, and you want you want 3 rows of 3 red carpet for the rising sun. And then going back, you want a row of 5 white carpet in the back, a row of 5 red carpet, and then white carpet in the center, 2 light gray carpet on either side, light gray carpet in the center, and then 1 off to the left, and then gray carpet, repeat that, gray carpet, gray carpet, white carpet in the center, and then just 1 off to the left, not 1 block away, gray carpet, off the other side. And that is for the extra detailing. And then you're going to place a brown carpet on top of everything on the deck that you can't place a pressure plate on top of. So like any, trapdoors, glass, fence posts, not fence posts because you can place them on top of that. Just anything that you can't place a pressure plate on. Alright, and then everything else, I'm going to place a pressure plate on top of. And then you want birch buttons, and you just want a row down the center, like so. And once you have all that completed, that will conclude my design for the Imperial Japanese aircraft carrier Ijn Akagi. If you want extra detail, which you probably will, you want to get end rods. Place one on top of the last, two on top of the last skull, and the first skull on this side. And then you want an end rod to the other side, just like that. And then go to the other side, you want the second to last. No, yeah, same one. Last skull. And that will conclude my design for the Imperial Japanese aircraft carrier Ijn Akagi. If you enjoyed building this, let me know. I certainly did not enjoy designing her, because this was a pain in the butt to build, and I am eventually going to have to do it again, and I'm not excited for that. But regardless, this is a rebuild for my last Akagi, just like this Kaga over here. I have rebuilds for the other Midway carriers and Kido Butai carriers, Shokaku, Zuikaku, Hiryu, and Soryu. Those should be coming out pretty soon, not like this month or this week, I guess, but soon enough. If there are any other ships that you guys would like to see me do, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, without further ado, my name is Serious Gamer, building the Ijn Akagi. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll be seeing myself out. Goodbye.